Do you think the governor does not have the backing of the ordinary man on the street? Well, am I right or wrong?
How many percentage is the population of civil servants in Rivers State? So if within his the immediate environment, the civil service, he finds it necessary to say, okay, let me do something for my own immediate environment, and then that particular section of Rivers people are grateful to him. You understand? The way we expected that he would have been grateful to Yeso Wike who made him. That is the same thing. So these people are grateful. They are appreciative of what he did. That is fine.
So you think that Fubara was not grateful to Wike?
Oh, that's another discussion. Of course.
He's not, or he is?
No, he is not. He is not. Where we are today, given the circumstances on how Sim emerged, being the first civil servant in the River State, the question is, was this fight necessary? Was there any reason for this fight? And what are we actually fighting for? Or what is Sim fighting for?
But we don't know.
That is the question. You see, so something that you don't know, so what are we fighting?
But every single time we've asked what is causing this quarrel, we don't know. Do you know?
No, let me tell you. Because that is even what makes it dangerous, because I don't think that Sim Fubara, the suspended governor, had come out openly to say this is what Wike did to me.
But has Wike said anything?
Wike has also not said anything. So that's the question. What is this fight all about? Why will River State burn?
For both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? Why will River State? Now let me tell you. Before Sim emerged as governor, you already know the person and type of Wike.
When you say I already know, what?
No, I mean say Sim himself.
Sim already knows.
Not you.
Okay.
Today people say Wike is devil. Wike is this. But that devil gave you a gift. You took. Yeah? That devil gave you a gift. You took it. And then you now turn around to say he's devil. But you knew he was devil. So when he starts acting like devil, why do you complain? Why do you complain? You understand? You can't come there and behave as if you are now an angel. No. Politics is different from religious houses or even business organizations. Politics is what it is. Politics is an environment where people seek for power and authority. Authority to do things. Authority to change situation. And the power. They want the power. Now, Sim, from nowhere, you became governor. Let's even assume that's hand of God in it. He passed through a channel to produce you. Wike had been governor. He will never be governor again. He has done his own. However you judge him during his tenure, it depends on you. Only posterity will judge him either right or wrong. But he has finished his governance. So, whether if anything going on wrong now in Rivers State, they will not call Wike again. You are the one that is governor. You are the one that is governor. So what you have to do is to make name for yourself. Make impact in yourself, not choosing fight. Concentrate on the governance. Concentrate. You understand?
But it were distractions, don't you think so?
No, there was no distraction. What kind of distraction? What did Wike do to him? What kind of distraction? That's what I'm asking. What kind of distraction? If we work together as a group, okay, you now, Alex Otutu, you are anchoring this program. And tomorrow, perhaps they make you the MD of this Classic FM. Now, people sat here, maybe all the staff, agreed that it is you. And then when you come on board, assuming they say, okay, some of this staff that, work together to see that you became the MD. Is it not proper we use them in this area or in this area, or they become part of your government? Is that bad?
Even when they don't qualify?
No. Issue of course they must first qualify. Okay, they qualified to fight for you, to make you governor, and they are no longer qualified.
But the governor, didn't the former governor bring some names? Some commissioners were appointed.
Listen now.
Yes.
Commissioners were appointed.
The former attorney general was appointed.
That's what I'm saying. You understand? Now, because these are some of the issues that people were saying is interference from Wike, which is not interference. It's a system.
It looks like Fubara is loved across
you see,
the
what
state.
has happened, Amechi quite described this clearly and succinctly. What did he say? He says Sim is not the Messiah. Sim is not the man who will actually fix the River State. That what happened that people who naturally, for one reason or the other known to them, dislikes the FCT minister, have found their way around Sim. And that is what makes Sim look as if there are people around him. That's but Amechi said, that is not in any way popularity. No, it's not popularity. Because popularity will be, who have you been before now? That people can look back and say, this is what makes this man popular.
But even if you're not popular, now, wouldn't you be loved?
I'm coming. You can be loved. Now, you can be loved according to what you are doing that impact positively.
So is the suspended governor, didn't he do things that impacted positively?
It has not gotten to that point that you can say, oh, this man is popular. What you only have is people who are not comfortable with Nyesom Wike. And therefore, they have found themselves around Sim. That is not popularity. It's not also love, because it's interest. For instance, how would you tell me that people like Abie Sekebo, I'm sorry to say this, but I just have to, because I'm a Rivers man. Somebody like Abie Sekebo, somebody like Austin Opera, somebody like Lee Meiba, somebody like Celeste Lomeha, or the one they call a Twitter chairman, which is Secondus. These are people who are like enemies to the emergence, to Sim and to his emergence as governor. They did everything.
But you just called called 5 persons or 4.
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example. These are notable persons that you know who have said we cannot serve, after serving the master, we cannot serve the boy or the servant. Now, these people have beef with the former governor. They are not best of friends politically. And they didn't want your product being Sim. Sim was like a son now, political son to Wike. And they didn't want that your son to have any kind of progress.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, those people are now the backbone and advisors of Sim. What kind of advice to you as a reasonable person do you think those people will give to Sim?
Okay, now
there's no way they can give him any good advice that will be useful to him. You understand? All they can do is to capitalize on the similar problem between him and Wike, capitalize on it and to hold Sim. Now, when they are done with Sim, assuming they succeed, but not consider that they even succeed in maybe displacing Wike through Sim, they will now unfold their own natural agenda to undo Sim. Because Sim is not their own.
So is the APC and the PDP one and the same party?
Now,
because it's a bit confusing these days. Is the APC and PDP one and the same party? Because it looks like the people in the APC, they are also, tomorrow they are in the PDP, and the people in the PDP, they are in the APC.
Well, because for me, it depends on the individual. For me, I openly left the APC and returned back to the PDP. It's not like defecting. No. If I was leaving APC,
yes. Let me. Yes. I want to just this. Okay.
If I was leaving APC to Labour Party, I'm defecting.
Okay.
But if, as a former PDP person, and because of already we are in government at that time, and Amechi, who was the leader of the party and the government, took a decision to move to the All Progressive Congress.
Not defect. Not defect.
No, that is defection.
Okay.
Because he was moving from another party to another party.
Okay.
From a particular party to a fresh party.
So at that time you defected.
It was defection.
Okay.
You understand? So we defected as at that time from the PDP to the APC. Now, what I have done is to return back to my original party.
Is it like the prodigal son?
Well, Whatever you do in politics, anything can be qualified.
It's interesting the way I hear this politics thing.
You understand? So what I mean is that I came out openly to announce my dissatisfaction with the system while I was in the APC. And that I have moved on and I've taken my destiny into my own hand. I have properly aligned to the leadership of E.M. Wike. So it's not about me being in APC and hibernating here or being... No. I didn't do that. We must look at the person of Wike and what he brings to Rivers State politically. And appreciate him. It doesn't matter whether you like him or you don't like him. Now, talking about this collaboration between the APC, PDP, or political parties collaborating, it wasn't like this before. It took the political sagacity of one man, being Wike, to be able, if I don't think that bring tension before, we are going into election, APC want to kill PDP, PDP want to kill APC, or Labour Party want to do, it's no longer there because people are free. So even if we are in a PDP government in Rivers State, the APC people are benefiting. They are meeting freely with the PDP people and having meetings to discuss governance issues and progress of the state.
Isn't that anti-party?
It's not. That's what I'm telling you.
It's not anti-party?
No. See what, when government is formed, for instance, people say, you are governing everybody. It doesn't matter of party, but the political party is just a vehicle, that transported you to that place. Good. But what I'm saying is that it takes a leader to go beyond his narrow political structure to open up the system to see that other members of other political parties and come together to experience dividend of democracy. And that is what the culture that Wike have installed in Rivers State. Even SIM is also doing that. After all, SIM conducted the
local government election
that was cancelled by the Supreme Court under APP. He was a sitting governor. A governor produced by PDP.
So what do you expect him to do?
I'm coming now. You're talking about anti-party.
But he did he campaign for them?
Who?
Did he campaign for APP?
Who funded them?
We don't know. We did
Who
not.
funded them?
Is there evidence to it that he funded?
Yeah, of course. Are we kids? Okay, how can you be a member of PDP? You are the governor, and you lose all the local government. Is a relatively unknown APP?
Is that not democracy?
Which democracy is that one? In which area?
I don't understand.
I beg my brother.
Honorable Alex. Honorable Alex, I don't understand. Is it not democratic?
Which democracy now?
Is it not a democratic process?
Democracy that one party?
But it's not one party. APC won in HA.
Which APC? That one they shared and gave to Amechi. I beg, leave those to see politicians.
You are a chieftain of the PDP. Emergency rule, so many persons have said, has disrupted the activities in Rivers State. Is it a good one for Rivers State? Looking at how far we would have gone, what are your thoughts so far? Were you expecting this emergency rule when it came?
The issue of this emergency rule, he really can come out with a very clear statement that is satisfactory to many people or to Nigerians. People will always see it from the point of view of their interests. Only few can dissociate themselves from any political interest. Did we expect emergency rule in Rivers State as declared by the president? I want to start by saying that without being biased, we were already on emergency rule in Rivers State before the declaration by President Tinubu. Yes. What is the characteristics of emergency rule? It is the fact that there is clear absence of democratic principles, application of democratic principles, where an individual, so moto, holds sway and does things without regard to the rule of law or to the institutions of democracy, without recourse to the institutions of democracy like House of Assembly in Rivers State, or obeying court orders, which is another arm of government, that is the judiciary. Before now, the governor of Rivers State, he was ruling like a sole administrator. You single-handedly declared 27 lawmakers that there are no more assembly members without any court pronouncement. You said you reserve the power to either recognize or de-recognize them. You even call them boys that you used to pay their children's school fees. You are attacking of an independent arm of government, that is the legislature. This same legislature, for over 14 months, were not paid their salaries. Is that not state of emergency? They were not paid their salaries. They were not paid their allowances. In this River State, and those who are crusaders of good governance today were in this state. When this thing was happening, nobody said anything.
Chief Honorable Alex Wele, Rivers PDP Chieftain, DG Apara Committee of Friends, Media Directorate and Strategy. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it.